Today, on Running to Him, Christians should live their lives in purity and modesty. If you're joining us in going through Proverbs, today's reading is Proverbs 30, verses 1 through 14, and we'll concentrate on verses 7 through 9. Proverbs 30, 7 through 9 says this: 2 things I ask of you. Do not refuse me before I die. Keep deceptions and lies far from me. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with the food that is my portion, that I may not be full and deny you and say, Who is the Lord? Or that I may not want and steal and profane the name of my God. Now, we don't know who Agur was. In the Midrash, which is an early Jewish commentary, it is suggested that Agur was a pseudonym for Solomon because the word means to gather, and as Solomon gathered up wisdom, he used that name. In today's reading, Agur asks for 2 things: to be kept from lies and deception, and to maintain an existence of neither poverty nor riches. These 2 requests are interesting because our focus of the request should be the same today. When we are faced with deception or lies, 2 things happen. We lose trust in that or those persons, and our view of humanity becomes a little more cynical. Congress has recent poll numbers of just 15% approval and 85% disapproval. These numbers are directly tied to the fact that most people believe that politicians are deceitful. Recently, the spokesperson for the president said that they wanted to move the number of people vaccinated against COVID from just over 500,000 per day, average, to 1 million per day. Now, that would be a fine goal, except the first number is derived from an average number of doses from when the vaccines were first made available, and the second number was the actual daily goal of the vaccinations. The deceitful part of the statement is that from the 6th of January, more than 1 million doses of the vaccine have been distributed per day, and this would allow the spokesman to state in a week or so that the government has reached the goal. While what the spokesman said is not outright lying, it is deceitful. The second request of enough food to exist is also an interesting thing because of our view as Americans as to what is necessary for life and what is excess. According to the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization, the average American consumes over 3,600 calories per day. This is double what the Food and Drug Administration says is necessary for us. So, if we asked Agur's prayer, would we be asking for an American diet or what is needed diet? We as Christians have a responsibility to present ourselves to the world in a way that causes the world to desire to learn of Christ. If we present ourselves as gluttons, we present the wrong view of who Christ is. You may have heard me say that you may be the only Christian that a person may see or with whom they may interact. We need to present ourselves as humble servants, not boisterous buffoons. So we should live as Agur prayed, lives which live in purity and modesty. Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.